Okay, good evening, everyone. So I think we can start now. Fine. So in last class, which topic we have seen? Docker Swarm done, right? Have you done project? No, right? Okay, today we need to do the project. Right? Fine. So in today's session, we are going to do a project. First of all, let me create servers and then I'll explain the overview of the project, like how we are going to do it. But before that, here I'm going to create a cluster. All of you know how to create cluster, right? But for the cluster, this time I'm going to use T2 medium. Okay. So I'll create the cluster first. Give me a couple of minutes. So here, first of all, I'm going to create a cluster. I think all of you know how to create cluster, right? How many nodes here I have taken? How many nodes I have taken? Am I not asking you? Three nodes totally. How many of worker nodes? Two. So for Swarm Manager, I have taken T2 medium, and remaining them are I'm taking it as T2 micro. First of all, let's make it as cluster. I think all of you know how to create cluster, right? So here I have three servers with Docker. So how to set up the Docker cluster, sir? Can you tell me all of you how to do it? Swarm cluster. First of all, we need to House name. Okay. Hmm. So next, what I want to do? How many of you practiced Docker Swarm today? None of you practiced, huh? Okay. So all of you know how to set up Docker Swarm. So I'm just setting it up. So next year, what we are going to do? We are going to generate the token. What is the command to generate token here? Docker Swarm. Docker Swarm. Docker node ls. They became cluster now. So now let's see the architecture. In the meanwhile, I am trying to install Jenkins on Docker Swarm manager. What I'm installing? Jenkins. I'll explain the architecture. First of all, set up this one. sh jenkins.sh. So now let's see the architecture, how it is going to work. First of all, how many nodes I have created? One is Jenkins manager node, right? I mean like a Docker Swarm manager, and two of them are worker nodes. So in the manager node, what I install? I install Docker Swarm. I mean like Docker Swarm manager it is, and it is Jenkins also. So it is my worker node one, and it is worker node two. So now what exactly going to do? So I'm going to create one microservice project. What we are going to create? Microservice project. In this microservice project, so I am going to automate the entire deployment with the help of Jenkins. First of all, I'll take the code from GitHub. From where I'll take? For example, it's my GitHub. In the GitHub, developers given the code to me. Developers, dev 1, dev 2, dev 3. Let's take 3 or 4 developers. Anything is fine. Okay. So these 4 developers given me the code. So I'm going to take the code from GitHub. It is my GitHub. From the GitHub, I'll take to my Jenkins server. Which server? From the Jenkins, I can be able to build the images. I can able to push. I can able to tag. Everything I'm doing from Jenkins itself. Okay. So already I have the notes. Everything is ready now. So let's start the session. So if you go to your Jenkins server here, in the Jenkins server, I have the repository. If you go to GitHub, Devops Project, Docker MS project. Are you seeing this one? So this is the project repository. This is what? Repository. So first of all, what you are going to do is write this link, all of you. Why? Because after the session, you will find difficult to take the link. Write this link in Devops account, Docker microservice project. So go for Devops account. In the Devops account, you can see the Docker microservice project. Okay. So now, first of all, here, are you seeing Docker file? This Docker file already you know, right? What you are seeing there from what? Ubuntu. And this will do update. And this will do copy index.html. This will run the Apache on the foreground, right? So for this purpose, we need to have one index.html or not, sir? In the project, we will be having index.html. In the index.html, I'm going to write the code for movies, Paytm train, Paytm recharge, everything we are going to write. Already you know how to create a index.html also. We will go for W3 schools and we will take the code from there. So here, in this concept, I describe the each and every process here. First of all, you are going to create 3 servers and install Docker and make them cluster. Already we've seen. And we are now going to install the Jenkins in the manager node. Which node? That means master. Now step number 3, now we are going to create the custom image and push them to the Docker hub. So you will be having Docker file in my code and you will be having index.html in the code. So you can take the code from GitHub. You can move the code to Jenkins. From there, you are going to create the images. So let's create a pipeline now. I think all of you know about pipelines, right? I am creating it as Docker pipeline. Go for pipeline, click on OK. So now, first of all, tell me the syntax of pipeline. Pipeline isn't any stages, stage, checkout. Steps, git. Go here and take the URL. I think all of you know how to take the URL, right? Give it here. Now, the moment if I click on save, what will happen, sir? Automatically from the GitHub code will be traveling to the Jenkins server. What is the workspace of Jenkins server default? See the code here. Now you'll be having index.html and you'll be having Docker file. What is the command to build the Docker image now? Docker. Mm, mm. First of all, I want to build movies image. So what I'll give? Movies. Right or wrong, sir? So, but here we are having Paytm code. So what I'll do is I'll try to get the new code. So here I'm writing the movies. So click on this Paytm movies. So now run the pipeline. I'll get which code now? Movies code now. Now I want to build the movies image. Tell me the command. Docker build -t movies v1 dot. Right? This is the general process what we follow. But in today's session, we are not going to write the comments over here. We are going to write the comments on pipeline. Why? Because here every time we need to give the command manually. But in pipeline, if you give command 1, it will run for multiple times. Now tell me the stage number 2. Stage number 2 is building the image. Tell. Stage. Build. Steps. To execute Linux command sh docker build -t dot. But here what I want to do is I want to take a variable called image. What I'll take? Variable called. Currently we are building what, sir? Movies. But after that, train. After that, it means value continuously changing or not. Whenever the values is changing continuously, what I'm using here? Now this variables where I'm going to declare on, I'm going to pass some input for the variable. How to pass inputs on Jenkins? How to pass inputs for Jenkins? Parameters. Image. What is the first image? Okay. So now what happened, if I select here build with parameters, if I select movies here, what will happen? No, automatically movies is going to build. Here, this image value is movies v1. Automatically in the pipeline here, $image will get movies now. If I select there, train, it will get train. If I select DTH there, it will get DTH like that. Now, which image I am building? Movies image. Click on build now, automatically now it is going to fail. What is going to happen? By fail means basically issue is not with the pipeline code. Issue is with the permissions. Click on logs here. It is telling that permission denied. Are you seeing permission denied? While trying to connect to Docker daemon socket. So guys, whenever you are integrating Jenkins with this Docker, both are services. So here I need to give permission to var run docker.sock. Basically, it's a Unix socket which communicates with Docker daemon. Right? Docker.sock. All of you, note on this point. Docker.sock. Docker.sock is a Unix socket which communicates with Docker daemon. Yes, Sunil, of course, why not? You can do it. So here in the project, are you seeing the process here? There is a file called process. In this file, I mentioned each and every step here. Okay. Here in the step number 4, how to give permissions, run these 3 commands. chmod 777 for docker.sock, reload the daemon and restart the Docker. Already you know how to reload the daemon. We seen on Jenkins. Already on you know how to restart the Docker. So I'm giving executable permission and I'm reloading the Docker and I'm reloading the daemon. If I give this, then only that will work, sir. Otherwise, it won't work, sir. It's done. Click on build with parameters now. Click on build now. Already movies is selected. Now it will run properly. If you go and see in the logs, are you seeing the logs are here? Is it working properly? Is it building the image now? Now, after building the Docker image, see, Docker image is successfully built and it is tagged to movies. So, after building the image, you are going to move the image to Docker Hub. Why we need to move image to Docker Hub? Two things. First of all, it will provide the backup. Second thing is, if there is no image on Docker Hub, Docker Swarm will not work. How many servers I have here? 3. If you want to create a project or if you want to work, basically image need to be here, image need to be here, image need to be here. But where you create image now? Only on, you don't have image here and here, right? For that purpose, I'll upload this image to Docker Hub. Where I'll upload to? From the Docker Hub, every worker node will pull the image, sir. If it is on local, it can't pull image. That is the reason why we are uploading the image to the Docker Hub. So now how to upload the Docker Hub? Can you tell me the concept? So first of all, we need to tag the image, right? Stage. What is the stage here? Tag. Tell me the command. Steps and give sh docker tag image name. Movies. But here I need to use as variable and repository name. My repository name is Raham Sheikh / movies is the repository. For example, let's consider. But for train, I need to use train repo. For DTH, I need to use. This is also changing. This value also changing continuously. For that purpose, when the value is changing continuously, what we need to take? Variable. So I am taking a variable called repository. What I am taking? Now for these variables, how to define the inputs are? Parameters. Right, repo? It is a variable name. These are the values. So paid Raham Sheikh is the account name and movies. I am using this 3 times. Okay. Previously we have movies pay double Y. So I am using this 3 times. Movies pay is there. So next service is going to be fine. DDH. Next. Recharge. Click on save. Click on build with parameters. Now I'm building the movies image and I want to tag it to which repo? Raham Sheikh movies pay. Automatically that is going to tag now. 1, 2. Correct now? So now if we go and see, here if I give Docker images, that image will come to here. Docker images. I see the Docker image here. Basically, you built the image on Jenkins server, but it is replicated into here also, right? That's it. So now after you have done tagging and you have done building. Now what is the last step here? You are going to push it. How to push, sir? Tell me the command. Docker push. Again stage. What it is? Push. Now give the command. Next here. Docker push. What I want to give now? Image name or repository name? Repo name. Dollar repo. Right? But before that, you need to give Docker login, sir. Without login, can we able to push? Give command Docker login -u. U is username. Username is Raham Sheikh. All know username. Why? Because whenever you are tagging, definitely need to give the username only. But here next time giving password. So for password, I cannot expose. For that purpose, I am using password as variable. This variable now, how I am going to pass? Can I define this variable globally? Global variable, right? In Jenkins. If you practice everything, these concepts are going to be easy. If you're not, like, it's not going to be easy. Go for manage Jenkins. Configure. How to like define the password, how to define a environment variable means? Wait. Environment variables. Add. So give here password and here value. I'm just stopping the screen for a few seconds. Give me. So online, I'm pausing this. Just give me 1 second. So, all right. In which concept we have seen? In Jenkins, we have seen a concept called Jenkins global variables there. So now see, sir, already I defined the password there. So now what happened, developer said me that he given the movies code. Which code? Movies code is there. I already configured my repository, right? Now, if he's giving the movie code, I'm going to build the movies image. And this need to go for movies Paytm repository. Click on build now. Already pipeline is written. See, pipeline is having some variables. For the variables, I'm passing inputs with the help of parameters. It's done now. Now, if you go and see in my Docker Hub, if you go for my Docker Hub, in the Docker Hub, you can see that images, sir. Currently in the Docker Hub, are you seeing this image? Just push it few seconds ago. So now tell me how many remaining images we need to push now? 3. Movie is done. Paytm movie is done. Prime, DTH. Now what we will do, we do nothing here. Pipeline code is written. Pipeline code is already. Now in real time, developers will change the code on the GitHub. Now developer is going here and is telling that I have given the Paytm train code now. Which code? Train code. So he is going to tell me that we have given train code in the GitHub. Please try to make the deployment. For that purpose, first of all, I want to build the image or not, sir. So now he is telling the train image you need to build. Sorry, he is telling the train code we have given. That means we are going to build the train image. Click the train. Click the train here. Build now. Automatically code is written in the pipeline. So pipeline will take these values directly. Correct or not, sir? This is the importance of variables and parameters. In real time, your entire work is going to be with the variables and parameters only. Is that push it now? Click on refresh. Are you seeing the images push it to here now? Train pay. Push it or not, sir? And now again, developer is telling that this time I have given a DTH code. Try to push this image. So DTH. Developer committed the code again. And here if I click on build with parameters, which parameter I want to select now? DTH. I want to push it to. I am giving the values from which concept? Parameters concept. But these values will be applying to pipeline with the help of which concept? Variables. These two are interlinked with each other. If not like this, every time we need to go to pipeline and every time we need to change the code, sir. Correct or not? And finally, I'm going to do recharge. Build with parameters. Recharge. Recharge. Is it done, sir? No? So this is the way how you are going to work in real time. See, in real time, you write the pipeline code only one time. Second time, you are going to use the same thing. Whenever you want to pass different inputs to the pipeline, which concepts you are going to use? Variables and parameters. Variable you will be defining inside the pipeline. Parameters you are passing outside from the pipeline. Where you define variables, sir? Inside the pipeline. And parameters you are passing from? These parameters are nothing but input for your job. Is the parameters and variable concept clear for Online, is the process clear for all of you till now? Can you please confirm me once? Okay, fine. So next, sir, here the concept is clear. We created the pipeline. Now, have you got the clarity of how to create the pipeline for Docker? Is it easy or difficult, sir? Every concept you know. You are applying all of them together. Now, we are going to do the deployment. For deployment here, I am using compose file. What I am using? What is Docker compose here? Docker compose, which will manage multiple containers in a single host. So now if we go to the process, in the process I explain everything clearly. First of all, Docker file main purpose is to make the image creation automation. Docker compose main purpose to create multiple containers on Docker Swarm, multiple containers on multiple. Sir, compose and Swarm working with multiple containers, but compose is for single server, Swarm is for multiple server. If we want to use them together, we need to use a new concept called Docker stack concept. Which concept? Docker stack is nothing but whenever you want to use Docker Swarm and Docker Compose together, we need to use the Docker stack concept. This stack is used to deploy one complete application on the containerization, in the cluster with the help of Compose file. Compose file and Swarm, two different concepts, right? Compose for single server, Swarm for, if you want to use them together, which concept you are going to use now? Stack. For that purpose, what I'll do, already I have the Compose file here, sir. For your morning batch is running. Yesterday I set the Docker project for them. I have the same code. So now what I'll do is I'll try to change the values here, compose values. The only thing I want to change now is here, this one. We go to here. See, version 3.8 services. What is the first service? And image I'm taking from Ramshek account, but here I'm giving this Y 3 times. Movies pay. And for port number, what I'm taking here? 81. Deploy. How many replicas I'm creating? If you want to give replicas inside the compose file, you need to write as deploy. Second service is Rahamshek, fine, pay. And image is going to be, see, whenever you want to see, go to this one. What is the tag you are seeing here? Latest only, na? If you click on this one, the image I am taking from this one. Rahamshek username, prime pay, and latest is the tag of the image. Now next here, port number is, and replicas, how many replicas I want? Why only 3? Because we have 3 servers. Minimum should be 3, maximum can be, it's up to your choice. And next year, recharge service. From Ramshake account, I am getting recharge pay repository, tag is latest. Port number and deployment, replicas, how many you want? DTH. So take the image from DTH pay and ports. What is the port number? And deploy, how many replicas you want? 3 replicas, that's it. Now compose file also there. Compose file also. So now how you are going to deploy is, do nothing, just to go for configuration one more time. After doing configuration, basically I want to deploy everything on a single time, but one by one step I am telling for your more clarity. All of the pipeline, I need to write it single time and I can explain. But the reason why I'm teaching you step by step is, if you understand the process on step by step, then only concept is going to be easy for you. Otherwise, it is not going to be easy. What is the last stage here? Deploy. Of course, you can create separate pipeline for it, but I'm writing on the same pipeline. But you can create on separate pipeline. Which one? You want on same pipeline or separate pipeline? Same, huh? Fine. Stage, deploy. Inside stage, I want to write steps. Inside steps, I need to give sh. There is a command to run this one. Docker stack deploy. I am deploying a Docker stack. What I am deploying here? Hyphen C. Hyphen C is for compose file. What is the compose file name here? Docker hyphen compose dot YML. And my stack name is going to be Paytm stack. Which one? With the help of the Docker stack, I am deploying a application. Application name is what here? Paytm. And I am deploying application from the compose file. What is the compose file name here? In compose file, already values will be given or not, sir? Now do nothing. Click on save. Click on build with parameters. Now this time don't build with movies, build with recharge. Why? Because you are having recharge code here in GitHub. Which one? If you try to build a movies image now, instead of recharge, you will get the movies. So remember this point. Whenever you are deploying the application, last time you need to rebuild the recharge image. Otherwise, in recharge place, movies code will be coming. Which will coming? Click on build now. What happened to this one? Can anyone tell me what is the error? By seeing only you can tell. Is it the pipeline error or is it the Docker error or it is like which error? Only one note point I'll tell you. Whenever you are executing the pipeline, if none of the box is running, the only thing is syntax mistake. Whenever you give syntax mistakes, all boxes will be empty, sir. There will be no red color, there will be no green color. If the box is colorless, if the stage is colorless, the mistake is with the, that's blind shot. Okay, you can tell them. So now where is the mistake here? Go and see. Where we have done mistake? Stage we have done. Inside stage we have given steps. SH also given, but where is the mistake here? First step, have we closed the brace here? First step, there shouldn't be need to be brace, right? Have we closed this brace? No, no. That's the reason. So remember, whenever you are building anything, if you are not able to see any of the stages running, what is the mistake? This is the blind shot. Okay. So don't worry about that kind of mistakes. That is syntax mistake. Is it done now deployment? How many seconds it took? 1 second. Now I deployed the complete application in the Docker Swarm cluster. In this cluster, you are having all the services, movies, train, recharge, DTH. If you want me to show, copy the public IP address of manager. How many ports we have given? 4 ports. Port number 81, movies. Are you getting? Port number 82, fine. Are you getting? Port number 83. What you are getting now? Recharge. And port number 84, what you are getting now? DTH, right? And again, if you go to worker node 1 or worker node 2, you will be seeing the same thing now. Worker node 1, copy the public IP address. Again, how many ports? 4. Port number 81. Who is coming or not, sir? Port number 82. Train coming or not, sir? Port number 83. Recharge coming or not, sir? Port number 84. DTH. And you have worker node 2 also. Again, in worker node 2 also try to check the same thing. Worker node 2. Copy the public IP address. 81 done. Next. 82. Train. DTH 83. And this one 84. Clear now? This is the way how you are going to deploy the microservice project. How many services we deployed? 4 services. First of all, developer gives the code. So in this architecture, there is everything. Developer gives us the code. We are going to take the code from where, sir? From the GitHub. It is my GitHub. Let's take. It is my GitHub. From the GitHub, I'll take the code to Jenkins server. Okay. But Jenkins is installed where now? In the Docker Swarm cluster only. I build the image from here. I tag them. I push them to Docker Hub. And again, Compose file also I'm running from here. Everything I'm running from single place or not, sir? Whenever you run the pipeline automatically creating the images, pipeline running the Compose file, pipeline deploying the containers also. Everything here, you are seeing the live examples or not, sir? Now, if you want some more clarity, open your mobiles, all of you. Open your mobiles, all of you. I'll give this IP addresses for you. Take this IP address and try to check from your end. I'm giving 3 IP addresses for you. In the 3 IP address, check the all ports. Take these IP addresses and check with the all ports. Port number 81, port number 82, port number 83, port number 84. And for online, here also I'm giving the same thing here. Check from your end. I have given 3 URLs. Check them. Sir, one application and why we are using three different servers? If the one server goes down, where you are getting the application, Swapnil? Already we discussed on last class or no? Docker Swarm introduction. Yes, Sunil. If the project is private, we can give username and password. Don't worry, okay? Currently, you are doing the public repository. For private repository, username and password will be enough. Hope it is clear for Swapnil and Sunil. First of all, check these URLs, all of you, everyone in your mobiles. Are you getting the applications? Definitely, Swapnil. You can use any variable. Yes, correct, Venkatesh. Change the port numbers from 84 to 83. Change it. You will get the other services. I verified with all the ports. All the ports working for you. That's it. So it is the concept of Docker project for you. So here in today's session, which concept we learn newly? Docker stack concept. Which concept, sir? First of all, what is Docker stack? Whenever you want to use both Docker Compose plus Docker Swarm together, we need to use the Docker stack. In real time, we deploy complete end-to-end application with the help of stacks only. Fine now? Oh, wait, sorry. So next year in the same repository, here you can see something called as process. If you go to the process here, I use some different pipeline today. Okay, there you can see some different pipeline. I am giving the new pipeline for you. Give me a second. The process, go here. So here I write two different pipelines. Pipeline number one is for pushing the image. Pipeline number two is for the deployment. But here what I'm doing, I'm writing the single pipeline for you. I'm removing the old pipeline here. Commit. That's it. So end-to-end process from step number 1 to step number 5. Everything is written here. Just you need to understand this and you need to take it. And one more thing here, Docker compose file is different, but I gave you different Docker compose file. Use the Docker compose file. So now see this one. Let's discuss something about the Docker stack. If you want to list the Docker stacks, the command is Docker stack ls. Are you seeing Docker stack? What is your stack name? Paytm. If you want to get complete information, Docker stack inspect. What I need to give? Oh, wait. Basically, we need to cannot inspect them. Basically, we need to get the list. Docker stack deploy ls. Give the command Docker stack ls services. Services correct on that. Docker stack ls services means it is going to show the list of services. Wait. Docker stack ls services. Okay. Wait. Docker stack ls only work. Basically, wait, sorry. I was thinking something. Docker stack ls. Are you seeing the list of services here? So here I am going to see the list of stack only. If you want to see what are the services inside this stack, give the command Docker stack service ls. Service. We get the service Docker stack services. Okay, stack name. Wait. I haven't given the stack name here. Docker stack service. Which stack it is? Paytm. Are you seeing the stack services? Sorry, here I am giving spelling mistake. That's the reason it is not coming. See, first of all, you are deploying DTH service. You are having 3 replicas, and this is the image for DTH, and it is the port number. So like this, you can get. If I want to get the containers for this stack, Docker stack PS, name of the stack. Are you seeing all the containers here? Like this. But here, the main thing you are going to see is, sir, completely from day 1 to day n, you are working on Docker CLI. That means everything you want to perform from CLI. Do you have any dashboard for Docker? By default, Docker will not have any dashboard, but we can create the custom dashboard with the help of a concept called portainer. Which concept? In Docker, we have a concept called portainer. The main concept of this portainer is it is a container organizer tool designed to make tasks easier, whether they are clustered or not. It is able to connect multiple clusters, access the containers, and migrate the stack between them. Basically, in real time, we don't use it for testing purpose. We use for production in very large companies. Okay. If you ask 100 members, out of 100, only 1 or 2 people will tell about portainer. Lot of people don't know about portainer, but it is one of the best tool in the Docker. Next, portainer will be consist of 2 elements. First of all, portainer server. Second one, portainer agent. Both elements run as lightweight Docker containers on the Docker engine. Both elements run as lightweight Docker containers on the Docker engine. That means this both portainer server and portainer agent is running as a containers in the Docker engine. That means here we have Docker engine. We can run these both elements as a containers here. But how to create containers for the portainer? So here in the setup, I am telling you, we must need to have swarm mode enable and all ports enable with the Docker engine. If you download this file from this link, I am downloading the portainer agent.stack. In this file, I am having complete information about the portainer. So go to your home path, run this command. You will be seeing a file called portainer.agentstack.yml. Are you seeing this one? Open this file. In this file, are you seeing the information? Version 3.2 services. First service I am launching as agent. Second one, portainer. For service, you can see the volume here, you can see the network here, you can see the deploy, everything you are seeing or not, sir? It's just a compose file. And what is the port number here? 9000. Deploy this application, Docker stack Deploy -c. What is our compose file? Portainer agent stack.byml. That is the compose file. And what is our stack name? Portainer. Now automatically it will create. So go to the manager node public IP address, copy this. Copy the public IP address. You deployed the Portainer on which server, sir? Manager server. What is the port number here? 9000. Now you can see the application of Portainer. See how it is going to work for you. Password I am giving. Password need to be 12 characters long, minimum. Click. Are you seeing any stacks here? Are you seeing any containers here? Are you seeing any volumes? But we are almost all having lot of containers and lot of stacks, sir. By default, it won't show. Click on this stack. If you go to here, how many stacks do I have, sir? Check it on your local. Docker stack ls. I think this one. Next containers. How many containers you are having? How to list out all the containers? Docker stack ps. And how many stacks I am having? 2 stacks. First of all, Paytm stack. Second one, Portainer stack. Which one? In Paytm, you will be having almost all 14 containers. And this you will be having almost all remaining containers. See. If we go here, you can see the containers. And how many volumes you are having? What is the command to check the volumes? Docker volume ls. Are you seeing list of volumes? You will be having only one. And how many services you are having? Are you seeing services of 6? Like that. So even if you go to here, you can get the complete information. Currently, I am on services. Go to Paytm. In the Paytm service, are you having DTH service? Are you having or not? For this service, which image we are using? Which image? Raham Sheikh. And how many replicas you are having? If you want to scale it, just don't do anything. Click on scale. Currently, I want 10 containers. How many? Click on this plus symbol. Automatically, it is going to scale. Scale to 10 now. Click on refresh. The moment if you click on refresh, containers will be scaled in. Seeing now? Like that. And lastly, you update this service on this times 5:30. Currently, time is 5:30 or not, sir? Like that. So next, if I want to go for services, click on service. You can see the list of services here separately. And if I want to see containers, click on container. Are you seeing all the containers here? For example, it is a container. Sir, whenever you are running containers on Docker Swarm, if you stop or if you kill, automatically it is going to recreate or not, sir? Self-healing will be there or not, sir? Kill it. Within the next second, it will be recreated. Exited, created. Right? Again, click on this one. Click on kill. New container also I am trying to kill. It is a new container. Click on kill. Automatically it is going to recreate or not, sir? Again. Recreated. Already one container is exit. Can I delete this one? Click on delete. Basically, for these operations, we gave their comments. But how I am doing these operations here? GUI with the help of which concept? Portainer. How I deployed Portainer with the help of Docker stack. For Docker stack, what we need to have? Docker Swarm plus Docker Compass. You got the clarity? And here, are you seeing the logs here? If you want to see container logs, the command is going to be Docker logs and container name. See, I want to see any log here. Just give the command Docker logs. Give the container ID. This will show me the logs of that container. Are you seeing the logs here? Okay, like that. But the same logs you can be seeing from here, sir. If you click on this symbol, book symbol, click on this one. Are you seeing the container logs here? Can we download the container logs here? Definitely we can download. Okay, you can see all the logs. You can see last day logs. You can see last 4 hours. You can see last 1 hour. You can see last 10 minutes logs also, like that. And again here you can see one more symbol like this. Logs done. Are you seeing this one? This is inspect. Basically, we use Docker inspect command to get complete information. Na? Click on this symbol. Are you seeing complete information now? Same output you will be getting from which command? Docker inspect. If you give the Docker inspect, again you will get the same output. Are you getting the information? Same information you are seeing or not, sir? End-to-end information. Like that. Again, go back, click on the containers. Now logs done, inspect done. So this is Docker stats. What is the meaning of Docker stats? How much of CPU and memory is utilizing? Are you seeing the CPU and memory value of this one? Currently, this container is utilizing 5.4 MB. How much? Is in the logs or not? At which time? At exactly 1733. At this point of time, it is utilizing almost all 5.4 MB. And how much of CPU it is utilizing now as of now? 0%. How much? Like that. For every 5 seconds, it will get the data. No, sir, for every 1 second, I want to get the data. Put refresh as 1 second. That means for each and every second, it will get the new data. See. For 59, I'll show it very clear. Are you seeing this bridge is moving now? Is it moving? That means for every 1 second, it is getting the data. See. Place your symbol here. 13, 13 seconds, 14 seconds, 15 seconds, 16 seconds, 17 seconds, 18, 19. Continuously, we can able to check it or not, sir. That's it. So first of all, Docker logs, we have seen, Docker inspect, we have seen, and Docker stats. And this is exec, Docker exec command. Which command? That means whenever you want to run any command inside the container, you can run the exec. See, click on connect. For example, if I want to see list, what I can write, I can give. Am I getting list here? If you want to create a file, which command touch? File 1. Is it done now? So like this way, we can able to execute the commands inside the container also. These logs, inspect, stats, exec, and are you seeing this pin symbol? Attach to console. If you want to attach anything to the console, you can be able to attach to the console. So in this way, you can do everything. Not only this one, you can create the images also. Are you seeing image creation? So from the registry, I'm taking it from anonymous. Here from Docker Hub, I'm taking one image. Any of the image you can take. For example, let's take Ubuntu image. Which image? Tag is latest. I am placing this container on worker node 1. This is my choice. I'm placing this container on. First of all, pull the image. You need to pull the image. Once the image is pulled, you can go and see this is created all route. So in Docker node 1, right? Worker node 1. If you go here, give the command Docker ps-a. Is it created? Not yet. Why? Because last is running on 5 minutes ago. For that purpose, when the image got pulled, so click on build new image. For example, if you are having any Docker file, put the Docker file here. Are you seeing upload here? Click on select file. In Locker, if you are having any Docker file, for example, here I am selecting this randomly. Click on this one. You can be able to run here build image. Automatically image will be built now. Sir, in this way, we can do a lot of actions, sir. Image tag, I can give ABCD. This is a file. Click on build image. Is the image building now? Of course, it will be failed. Why? Because it is not the Docker file. Okay. Sir, like this, everything you can do. Even if you go for volumes, click on add volume. Volume name, just give some random volume. Click on create the volume. Is the volume got created? And if you want to attach this volume to any of the container, click on this one. How to attach? How to attach this volume? Are you seeing anything here? Ownership is there, administrator is there. Then how to attach this volume? Select the volume. I've seen these three. Auto refresh. You can able to refresh this volume. And for which one you want to attach, you can go to that container. From the container, you can select the volumes, not from here. And you can go for the swarm. In the swarm, I'll show you something. Are you seeing the manager node and worker node? For manager, how many CPUs will be there? How much of RAM? Status is currently active and running. But here there is an option called go to cluster visualizer. If you go and see here, are you seeing this manager is Linux operating system and how many CPUs you are having? RAM is 4.1. Worker 1, CPU 1, 1 GB RAM. complete information you are seeing or not, sir? So this is the way how you are going to use the Docker container. Basically, it's not a Docker tool, but we create it customizedly. How we created this one? And even if you want to create users, username, I am giving it as ABCD. Give the password as some random password. Right? So you can give here and you can give the permission also. For example, for this user, if I want to give admin permission, enable this one. Now this is also a admin user. Click on create user. Is the user got created? Currently you are logging from which user? Logout. And now login from ABCD user. Which user? Your username I have given ABCD, but you can give whatever you want. Hit enter. Don't save. Now he can also do same thing or not, sir? So like this. Again, come back to admin user. Click on logout. Admin. Oh, sorry, admin, not wait. Are you able to see this one? Like this. And if you want to go for settings, you can do any setting here. Currently, this is the application setting here. If you want to change anything, you can change the settings as per your requirement. Okay. And in the users, are you seeing roles here? I think all of you know how to create roles in Jenkins, right? Same thing we can perform here, sir. But we don't use this one. We use a Prometheus dashboard for it. What we will use? Have you taught you Prometheus Grafana? In Prometheus also we can see this one. So this is the project of Docker, sir, completely. So now we have done one Docker project, right? So in Docker project, all the concepts, you know Docker file, Docker compose, Docker song, and pipeline. But what is the only new thing you learned here? Docker stack. What you learned? And this portainer is for your clarity. Okay, it is a visualization of your dashboard in real time. Not all of the people will use it. Some people might use, and some people might not use about this one. That's it. Yeah. Which one? Last time when you are deploying the stack, right? Just select the latest image only. Like latest is what your recharge. Just select that one. You want me to show? If you don't select that one, deployment will be done. But instead of recharge, you will get movies image. Why? Because you are passing which parameter here? Movies. But the code is recharge code in the background. But what you are selecting here? Movies. That means only movies will come. Recharge will not come. Last time, select recharge. That will be fine. Okay. If you don't select recharge, it will come with movies tag. So that's it about the project, sir. So first of all, like, is the project clear for all of you? How we have done? If you practice daily all of this concept, this will be easy. If you don't practice Docker Compose and Docker Swarm, it's not easy. How many of you practice Docker Swarm? Raise your hands. None of you. That is the reason you are not able to catch this one today. Why you haven't practiced? Just push your image, own image. I shown you how to push your own image, right? Then why you haven't done that one? If you get any error, your mentors will be there, na? Even I came to lab today at the end. Then you can ask, right? See, if you want to practice in my presence, I'll be available from 12 to 12:40 daily. Okay, you can come at the time and you can practice. At evening times, I won't be available basically. Why? Because continuously I have the another batch also, no? So mostly try to come at morning time. Why? Because I'll be there. You can interact with me and you can interact with mentors. So it's better for you. Okay, fine. So can we tell like potency in GY? Yes, definitely, Sunil Kumar. I'm a bit lost today. What exactly is Docker Stack? Docker Stack is nothing but the way you combine both Docker Swarm plus Docker Compose. If you want to work with Docker Swarm and Docker Compose together, you can use the Docker Stack. Docker Stack will take the Compose file to deploy on Docker Swarm. Attach and exec. Already we discussed this one. Attach means you will be going inside the container. But exec means you will not go inside the container, but you can run the commands. That is the difference, Sunil Kumar. So now the Docker is done. From tomorrow onwards, we are going to start Kubernetes. Of course, there are some topics pending on Docker. So we are going to cover on Kubernetes. Don't worry. Okay. CMD was entry point is there. Na? There I'll cover how it is going to exactly. That's done already. Day two. Taking complete backup of OS. Create a container. Sorry. That is the concept I'm telling. OS level virtualization means using the complete OS as a backup that you can create from image, right? That's it. So now any doubts or any queries from your end? Still have some time to discuss. If you're having any queries, you can ask. And one more thing, don't worry about today's notes. Today's complete information and notes will be on Docker MS project. Okay, you can take it from here. It's and online. I'm giving this link for you. Just copy this link and paste on Telegram. Okay, other people will use it. Or let me do this. Wait, 4:30 batch right over. And I have uploaded all of the documents on your Google Classroom. I have seen the documents. Okay, I'll upload the resumes also. Wait. So resumes I'm giving for both experience and fresher. You can take this from here. Okay. But don't worry, resume building, I'll take separate class for it. Here I'm just uploading now, okay? But there is to be separate class for it. And AWS notes also I'm gonna upload at same time. Material docs. So no, that's it. Okay, one of the query from online. Wait.
Hello. Hello. Good evening.
Okay, sorry, here we have lost the power. Okay, fine. So a question from Hashida, I think so. Wait. Oh, the question is gone. So Ashita, like you mentioned that you are not able to connect a cluster, right? So please check whether you are able to give all traffic or not. If there is no 2377 port enabled, you cannot able to give it Hashita. That's the answer for your query. I think she left fine. So online, still we are having few time. Like if you are having any doubts or any queries, you can ask me. We don't have any doubts or any queries, so we can wrap this session online. Is it clear for all of you? Any queries still you are having? Yep. No, no, we write it. We need to write. Basically, they will tell us the instruction. We have the dependency here. You need to write Docker file for it. So developers will not write Docker file. We need to write. We need to. They will tell us like how to build the Docker image. Okay. They will tell us var file need to be copied on which folder, and they will tell us dependency need to be on which folder. Based upon their instructions, we are going to write the Docker file. They won't write. If they will write like a Docker, if they write Docker file, what is the workout DevOps in there? We don't need to write, right? So only we need to write it. But both developers and DevOps people will work together in real time, sir. Not only developers and DevOps people, developers, testers, and cloud team, we are going to work with all of them. Okay, like that. Arbaz interview questions is on my GitHub account. If you go to my GitHub account, but before that, let me delete the cluster. I hope so. You don't have any queries before I remove them. We go to GitHub in Raham Sheikh account. You can see interview questions, but I won't recommend you to take these questions. Refer my notes. In that notes, you'll be covering everything. Okay, I won't refer this. But if you want, you can take from here. In Raham Sheikh account, you have the interview questions, Arbaz. Fine, I'll try to modify it, Sunil. Okay. Okay, then are we good for today? Still any queries you are having? Okay, then you can leave for today. Let's connect on tomorrow's session. Have a great day. Bye all.